Fasten your seatbelts.
Drivers, start your engines.
Race activated. Sheer passion. Change the game forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Racing with Celebs.
Hello to all of you out there and welcome back to a brand new season of Racing with Celebs, a show created especially for all you petrol heads out there. To all our new viewers, this is the show where we put our celebrities through their paces. As per normal, our word for the day is co-driver. In rally, a co-driver directs the driver through the course by reading pace notes which describes the turns and obstacles ahead. My name is Donovan Clyde, and today I will be navigating you through today's episode at Rallystar Driving Experience. A Rallystar adrenaline-filled day starts off with an interesting introduction session during which they discuss their passion, the art of driving, rallying as a sport, and the incredible experience of participating. More about this later in our show. Now, our celebrity for today is nobody else but singer and songwriter Thabsie. Born in Cape Town and raised in Somerset West, Thabsie enjoyed singing from a very young age. She loved participating in musical ventures, whether alone or in a group such as a choir. Back then, she did not have the dream of becoming a singer. However, she was always consumed by music. 3-time Summer-nominated R&B singer Thabsie debuted with an undeniable power strength on the music scene with the smash hit collaboration Nyazi Fela Nawe. African Queen and Ubuyanini were no different when they caused a disruption in the music industry from her album songs about released in 2017. She continues to wow Africa with her sultry voice, charming stage personality, and crossover appeal, making her a songwriter and vocalist to be remembered in years to come. Also known for her entrepreneurial ambitions, she has spearheaded her own record label, Songbird Entertainment. Let's cross over to Johan to give us more of what's in store for today.
Hello guys and girls, welcome back to episode 1. My name is Johan and today we will be doing some rally driving. I'm very excited for today's episode and I'm sure that you are too. This is our first time at Rallystar. Let's go and check what they have in store for us today. Rallystar is situated at the Carousel Casino just outside of Pretoria and offers the real rally driving experience. It's different, unique and fun. Rallystar offers the ideal team building opportunity, but also the perfect gift experience for the ultimate adrenaline junkie or speed freak. And now that we know more about Rallystar, it's time to introduce you to our celebrity for today. Thabsie, welcome to Racing with Celebs. It's an honor for us to have you on the show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
Are you nervous?
I like fast cars and I like driving, so I'm not too nervous, but I've never done this before, so I'm excited, yeah.
And your expectations for today?
It's really hot, so I'm expecting it to be really hot in this car. But yeah, I just want to learn and see if I can get the hang of this rally racing thing.
Well, to make sure you are safe, let's do your safety briefing.
Let's do it.
That's it then for part 1. Join us in part 2 where we see how Thabsie fares out on the rally stage at the Rallystar Driving Experience.
Mzansi, new spectacular singles brought to you by Roman's Pizza. Zihamba ngama 1-1. One single large margarita, only $63.90. One single large pepperoni deluxe, only $74.90. One single large 4-in-1, only $94.90. One single large sweet chili chicken, only $98.90. Nizwile. Order online at romanspizza.co.za. We deliver or you collect. Roman's Pizza, best value.
Welcome back. If you've just joined us, we are at the Rallystar driving experience at the Carousel Casino, just outside Pretoria. And we're joined by our celebrity this week, Thabsie, singer-songwriter and fitness enthusiast. You can see here Leon Buerta, the owner of the Rallystar driving experience, giving her a lecture on pace notes and telling her what to expect as she heads out onto the stage for the first time. With that said, let's see what Thabsie makes of going out onto the stage for the first time behind the wheel of the Subaru. You can see Thabsie in the driving seat, Leon Buerta in the passenger seat, and heading into a right four. So, in terms of the pace notes, just to give you a bit of an idea as to what it's all about, essentially the number refers to the degree of the corner, the radius essentially of the corner. So right 5, that means it is a 50-degree corner. It's quite tight, whereas say a right 1 or a right 2 would mean that it is quite an open corner, essentially only a 10-degree or 20-degree radius.
Turn left 9.
You can see just how narrow this track is here as well, into a right 5, so quite a tight corner going into there. Now right 9 and right left, that's the one you want to keep an eye on. We're just coming up to a left 9 here, and what that means is it's a 90-degree corner, so essentially a right angle going into that left-hander. Then you come down this straight.
Like a tight
50.
You can hear her just conferring there. She was talking about where should she change down, essentially. What should she get ready for? And it's all a very, very different experience to road driving this, of course, being on a rally course, into another left 9. Now 300, that refers essentially to the number of metres it is before the corner. So 300 metres, then into a right 9. So 300 metres, then a 90-degree right-hander is what follows.
100. Turn right 9. See the orange arrow?
Yes, that's it.
You can hear Thabsie and Leon there just conferring with one another into the first of the 90-degree right-handers, and you can see Thabsie there. She was just agitated by her hand movements on the wheel. It's very crucial to keep your hands on the outside of the wheel at all times. When you're driving on the road, of course, it's very easy to tuck a hand underneath the wheel, but you want to keep them on the outside of the wheel at all times. Of course, unlike circuit driving, it's a very, very different discipline is rally driving. In circuit driving, you're trying to get the same corner right 1,000 times, whereas, of course, in rally driving, you only got to get it right just the once. So coming down this straight, as we look at an external view of the Subaru machine then, you can see Thabsie here taking it quite easy, and understandably so there, really, because it's a very daunting thing being out on a rally stage for the first time. Very daunting thing. You can see just how narrow it is with the bushes and the undergrowth very close to you. And if you're going a little bit faster than this and you're not so experienced with the conditions, it's so easy to just dip a wheel onto the wrong part of the stage and you can end up in a hedge. And of course, it's very important, therefore, to have a good rapport with your co-driver. It's crucial that you have that trust between the two people in the car, that you can trust implicitly what the co-driver is saying. So you can see Leon here just going into a right 4, and you've got to stay in, so stay inside on that corner there, because it's likely that there's some rocks or it's a little bit bumpy on the outside. You're going to lose time and it could potentially be another hazard. So 70 metres and then into right 7. You can see another 60 metres and then taking caution before you go into a left 7. So going into a tight left-hander there, but taking a bit of caution going in because, again, there might be rocks. There's a tree on the inside on that occasion, as you can see. Thabsie there smiling away as she gets to grips with the car. Let's have a listen on board with the pace notes then from Leon here.
Yeah, that's better. Now you got this almost straight in that corner. See, left 4.
And again, as they continue doing this, they're building that rapport with one another. Rallystar Centre, of course, offering this experience for these drivers, and it's something that you can do here as well. You'll be taken out on a recce run to discuss things like racing lines, braking points, the danger points, etc. And the crucial question is, can you keep a rally car on the road with all those instructions coming away? Can you memorise them? Pretty crucial to see how these drivers are going to fare with this Racing with Celebs series. And after this, we're going to have Leon showing us how to go around this rally stage a little bit faster than Thabsie is dealing with it. But I've got to say, she's dealing with it very well so far out there on track. Given it's her first time, given that her first experience in a rally car is exactly that, right where she is now. And it's a very common occurrence, actually, if you're racing at a national level, not getting a chance to recce the stage and have a lot of seat time. And I guess that's kind of a similar situation there for Thabsie, but of course, she doesn't necessarily have the experience of racing on a rally stage. At the moment, you can see her there just going into third, into fourth gear. Coming down this straight. Let's have another listen in. Just a thumbs up there from Leon on the left-hand side.
And small bump, 300.
So just making Thabsie aware there that there is a small bump in the road, just to be a little bit aware of that and make sure that she's prepared for it, because normally when you're going a little bit faster, everything's coming at you at 100 miles an hour or so. It's very, very difficult to get used to it, so it's crucial that she does it at these slower speeds to get accustomed to it. And as I said, doing a great job. You can just see how narrow it is. I know I've mentioned it a few times now out here on this stage, but my goodness, it is a very daunting prospect for somebody who hasn't driven in this stage there. You can see her getting a little bit better with keeping her hands on the outside of the wheel, so she's definitely learning and building that confidence behind the wheel.
And right 2.
Coming into a right 6 there, then a left 2 and a right 2 which follow, so quite open corners to follow here as we look at the outside shot there, brushing past the bushes. Going to go into a left 2 which will then tighten ever so slightly, then a 120 metre long straight and into a 9 right. It's interesting actually, because of course pace notes differ but depending on the driver. So here we've got, as I said, from 1 to 9, 1 being the least radius corner, 10 degrees, 9 being a 90-degree corner, and then you've got hairpins and so on to contend with. Whereas somebody like, for example, Colin McRae, 1995 WRC champion, he had a geared system. So essentially, if he had, say, a right 6, that would indicate that it was 6th gear that he needed to be in. If it was right 2, it was 2nd gear he needed to be in, and so on. So basically, the opposite of what Thabsie is dealing with here. And it's important that, of course, communication is very much at the top of the order here for the drivers out on track. And this is something that you can partake in as well if you fancy getting yourself down to the Rallystar driving experience. It's only 30 minutes outside of Pretoria, and you can be sat where Thabsie is now, partaking in one of these rally stages with Leon Buerta behind the wheel, going into a sudden hairpin right that's going to follow here as she comes into it there now. Taking an outside line, a little bit of a lock-up as she went in, bit too much speed coming into that corner, but gathered it up quite nicely into a left 7.
Opens, right 5, stay in.
And then we're going to see what it's like out on the stage for the instructor, Leon Buerta, who seems relatively pleased with Thabsie's progress here so far out on track. Not long left to go now then in this stage here for Thabsie.
100, left 9.
100 metres into a left 9 to a 90-degree left-hander, a tight corner that's going to be, so she needs to be aware there's not going to be a lot of room for error on the outside there, taking it very gingerly into that corner, and I'm not surprised here either.
Coming up, right 4, tightens right 9, right 9 again.
And you can see Thabsie there as well, just the progress that she's made from the start to the end then of this stage is very much remarkable. Into the right.
Left 7.
And then into a left 7. A lot of tight corners to conclude this stage.
Right 3, stay wide on grass, turn, hairpin right.
Again, very clear instructions there from Leon Buerta, the instructor, the owner of this Rallystar driving experience. And then coming to the end of the stage then there for Thabsie. How's she feeling after that? Well, now the roles have changed, and we have Leon Buerta in the driving seat. Let's see what he is going to make of the same stage that Thabsie drove over just a few moments ago in the Subaru. You can see her out filming this experience as well, trying to get the most of it, and this is going to be an adrenaline-filled ride here for Thabsie. Leon, of course, with a lot of experience underneath him, and you should imagine that he'll be going significantly faster here as well. Not necessarily about finding the thousandths of a second as you would find in circuit driving as it is on a rally stage, but all about being smooth, about being controlled and making sure that you don't make those errors, because as you can see, it's so narrow, it's so tight, and there's, well, trees, undergrowth, bushes, etc., rocks on the outside. So many opportunities for error out here on these stages that you've got to make sure that you are driving millimetrically perfect, as Leon Buerta is here coming down this straight then into the right-hander. Let's see how he flicks it into this corner. So going towards the outside, flicking it into the right, keeping a lot of momentum going through there. Thabsie looking like she's enjoying this one as she films this experience, and why not as well, brushing past the bushes as we go through into the left-hander. And joy there from Thabsie as well. Look at the wide eyes. You can see she is loving this out on this stage. And I can't say I blame her as well. What an adrenaline-filled ride here for Thabsie. Looking forward to seeing what she's got to say after this one. Flicking it into the left-hander, then into the right. Nice tight corner there for Leon to negotiate. Back onto the power. You can hear the turbo whistling away as he shifts up the gearbox into third gear, into the right-hander, feeding that wheel through there. Nice smooth movements. Let's hear on board. Yeah, she's enjoying this one, is Thabsie there. Always feels a little bit faster from the passenger seat of a car as well, so just something to bear in mind here for Thabsie. It does feel a little bit quicker, but I guarantee she's going to be enjoying herself out there on track. Through to the left-hander, clipping the bush on the left side. That's just not the car, and a bit wide.
Wow!
Wow, indeed there for Thabsie. Well, it makes a bit of a difference to the dancing stage, a rally stage it is for Thabsie here, just 30 minutes outside of Pretoria. As I said, you can get involved in the Rallystar driving experience as well, and why not? It's a thrill minute, and with somebody like Leon Buerta behind the wheel, you can experience what it's really like at rallying speeds. Shifting up the gearbox into fourth gear, into fifth gear.
Literally, we're in the air now.
That was 190.
Jeez!
That was 190 kilometers an hour, so pretty quick there for Leon and Thabsie. Then into the 90-degree left-hander, back on the power. Once again, the four-wheel drive system underneath the Subaru, just feeding it very nicely. And we're going to hear from Thabsie in a few moments' time, and I think Leon as well, just to get their thoughts on that Rallystar driving experience stage. Find out what Thabsie made of that, because it has been, well, a very joyous occasion indeed. Into the right-hander, brushing past the bushes once again. And just coming to the end of the stage then. What an experience there for Thabsie. Great driving from the owner of the Rallystar driving experience of Leon Buerta as well. And the adrenaline after that one then. Thabsie,
That was amazing, thank you.
smiles on her face. Amazing, she says. Let's see exactly what she made of the Rallystar driving experience here in Pretoria then.
It was insane. I didn't know what to expect when I was coming here, and Leon was so nice. He explained it so well, so it was nice to kind of get the pre-information, prepping me for the rallying. And you know, it was amazing when I went. My first lap was good, my second lap was a bit better, but when he drove me, that was out of this world. I had so much fun. Thank you.
Thabsie, wonderful. You did so well, and I must say that you exceeded my expectations.
Yay. I'm glad. Thank you
Well
so
done,
much.
and enjoy that.
Sure, I will. Thank you.
Yes, it was a very good experience to have Thabsie here today. She's got a wonderful personality, and she really did well with the driving. So I think she's a very good candidate as well for motorsport. The interest is there, and she's got the ability. She understands pace notes quicker than most people that I know. So no, I've been very impressed, I must admit, and it was fun having her there. She knows when to scream and when to keep quiet. But yes, it was a great day for us as well.
Up next, we're going to be finding out a little bit more about Thabsie's personal life. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
We are back with our celebrity for today, Thabsie. Thabsie, for the viewers that don't know, where did it all start for you?
So for those who don't know me, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. I was born in Cape Town and I grew up in a very musical family. So that's basically where the music began for me. But I only started pursuing music after I was working in a corporate bank and decided to quit my job and follow my dream. And it's working out, which is good.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
And what about the work that you do you enjoy the most?
I love the way that my music gets to connect with people, and I love that people can relate to it and that it affects their lives positively. Or I kind of just give a soundtrack to the things that they're going through. So I love the way that I can connect with people. Yeah.
You're also a big fitness enthusiast. Can you just tell us a little bit more about Girls with Gains?
So Girls with Gains is a fitness platform that myself and my business partner Sia created, and it's for girls, but it's not anti-men per se. But we do monthly boot camps where we come together and we have a very holistic approach to health. So we'll have like some fitness classes, sometimes some pole dancing, some mental health talks. It's just kind of a holistic approach to health. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
And what's the most favorite song that you've ever written and why?
Sure, it's like asking me to choose between who's my favorite child. I think Finally. So Finally is a song that I wrote. It's almost like an anti-negativity song, and it's really about just letting go of the things in your life that are not working for you and not good for you, and freeing yourself, and you're finally free from all of that. And I think that's kind of been my favorite one.
And how do you cope being away from home for long periods of time?
I mean, obviously pre-COVID, that was an issue. I was always on the road, always traveling. It was beautiful, but I missed my family. And so maybe one of the pros of now that we're in this COVID environment is that I get to be at home more, and I get to still kind of work, but be in the comfort of my own home and spend time with my family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies that you like to do?
Sure. Gym. Not so exciting. Gym is probably my only other real hobby. Yeah.
And how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I think I'm hardworking and I'm very determined. Like if I put my mind to something, I'm going to figure out how to do it. And creative. Yeah.
And what will your message be to young up-and-coming artists?
Be patient, have perseverance, and don't feel like just because you aren't famous, you aren't doing what you love. So just do it. Just do what you love, and eventually people will notice. Yeah.
A very, very big thank you from all of us for your time today. We had a lot of fun and I hope that you've enjoyed it with us.
I'm having the time of my life. Thank you.
Thank you. Donovan, back to you.
Next week on Racing with Celebs. Catch all the action on Ignition TV, DSTV channel 189.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Racing with Celebs. I know you have enjoyed today's episode just as much as I did. For more information on the series, the celebrities or our sponsors, please visit our Facebook page, Racing with Celebs, or download our mobile app, Racing with Celebs, on the Google Play Store or the Apple iStore. Stay safe and stay sane.